what was wrong with the management commitment at the fast food outlet? It's a big question, it's 17 marks. Now, firstly, as always, I go to the course materials first. I want to see, what does good management commitment look like? What does bad commitment look like? From there, I can go into my scenario and see what's in the scenario. So we go to our course materials here. And interestingly, on this particular topic, we've got a couple of different sections which might apply. We've got a section here which is about leadership in ISO 45001. Might be worth having a look at that. And we've also got a bit here about senior management. And I know there's a whole section in there about promoting standards. So there are two bits in the course materials which might help me understand. Let's look at leadership and worker participation. So this, if I go up a little bit, there it is. So I've got a whole section here about leadership commitment and their responsibilities. All of this stuff here is about the stuff that leaders should do according to ISO 45001. And if we go down a bit more, you'll talk about the commitments there that they should make, and it talks about the consultation as well. All good, useful stuff. And there's also that other section which I showed you as well. So what do? Well, we just go to our scenario, which is all of here, and you read that scenario, highlighting again the bits which are relevant. So you can say, look, they've been absent due to illness at the same time. Okay, so that's relevant. And you know, they've decided to buy cheaper cleaning products. Okay, well, you know, cheaper. You can tell what they're focusing on there, isn't it? You know, they're not interested in the quality of the cleaning, they're interested in the cost of the products. And they did that without speaking to the cleaners. That's another point. It's like, okay, they failed to consult. A good manager consults because they're interested in knowing what works well and how to do the job properly and how to do the job safely, and they failed to consult. They just made a decision. So you're going to write down your list of points, you know, using your course materials, using the evidence, and then for each point you're going to add in evidence from the scenario, and then you should add in an additional explanation, because well, here we're going to provide the so what. So when answering this question of what was wrong with the management commitment, you're going to explain, you know, what's wrong with buying cheaper cleaning products. Well, you could argue that the cheaper cleaning products were more slippery, and that's why we've seen an increase in slip accidents. So they prioritized the cost of the products over the potential for increased numbers of slip accidents. And so clearly, they're more committed to cost than to health and safety. That's your explanation. And that's going to take you, what, 3 lines? About 2 to 3 lines. You know, you don't have to write a whole page. 2 to 3 lines is what's needed to nail that answer.